Hi, I'm Dawn Stevens with the Mom's Choice Awards. I have Holly Hardin with us, who's a Mom's Choice honoree for Aurora of the Northern Lights. Welcome, Holly.
Hi, thank you, Dawn. It's nice to be here.
We're happy to have you. Glad that your book is a winner.
Yes, me too.
Tell us a little bit about your inspiration, how it came about.
Well, the book took over 6 years to write, and it was inspired by events of 9/11. I was living in California at the time, and about 3 days after 9/11 happened, the news had a story on about a person in a black BMW who crossed 3 lanes of traffic to yell at an Arabic woman and her little girl going to school. They were dressed in the burqas. And you can imagine what was said. And they got a close-up of this kid's face. And I think it'll haunt me for the rest of my life. I had a niece that was that age at the time. And I was so upset, and my husband came home and he says, well, what are you going to do about it? And I said, well, I don't know, I'm going to do something. And you know how you get a phrase in your head or a song in your head and it won't leave you alone? A couple months later, I was vacuuming, and the phrase many, many years ago lived a maid named Mistletoe. And it wouldn't leave me alone, and I wrote this 600-word horrific poem. And I called a friend of mine, and he says, we have to work on it. And so I spent the next 6 years counting syllables, taking classes, get anybody who would listen to me to read it, and finally I found somebody who actually lived around the corner from me, and we fixed all the problems of 6 years in 5 hours.
Wow.
And then it's out.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about the message of the book.
The message of the book is tolerance.
Okay.
And it's about a little girl who's of mixed parentage. Her name is Aurora. Mm-hmm. And her parents are, one of them is an elf and the other one is human. And they die very quickly and quietly, off stage, Disney style. And she has to find her grandmother. But along the way, she ends up dealing with prejudice because she doesn't look like the rest of the villagers. And so it takes her, she walks all the way back to the North Pole to find her grandmother, because at the North Pole, Santa serves all the children of the world. So it doesn't matter what race or color you are. So
that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Love it. So what has the Mom's Choice Awards done for your book? You won in January.
I did. I won in January, and it's been pretty crazy. I have been contacted by 2 different production companies that are interested in maybe turning it into a movie. And a bigger publisher is interested in picking it up. And I'm at the BEA signing books, and we had a signing this morning, and we went through 80 books in 10 minutes, and it was pretty wild. And
it's wonderful.
It was wonderful. And yesterday, somebody actually recognized me on the airplane flying up here.
Isn't that exciting?
That was kind of weird. So, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
That's great.
But it's a wonderful award. I can't say enough about it.
Well, those are kind of your future plans. Taking it. Do you see more books with Aurora?
Yeah, I have 3 more books coming out. One is called Wendy Weirwitch and the Sunflower Pumpkin, which if I don't get out soon, my niece is going to totally disown me because it's her favorite book. And it's based on Michelangelo's theory of sculpture. And then I have another one that's called The Littlest Kid in the Choir, which is about a little boy named Rufus who is much smaller than all the other kids, and his choir robe doesn't fit and he trips everybody over and that type of thing. So, but they all have happy endings. And then I have an adult book that I'm working on called Clipped, which is about the human descendants of angels and how funny the circumstances they get into. So I have 3 more books coming out. They should all be out by 2012.
Well, great. If we want to buy this book, Holly, how do we find it?
It's on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, BooksAMillion.com. You can go to my website, which is hollyhardin.net, and get it. And hopefully it will be in every bookstore by Christmas because it's here. So that's what we're hoping for.
All right.
So,
well, thank you, Holly.
Thank you.
We're thrilled to have you as an honoree.
Thank you. It's
and
wonderful
to represent
to be here.
your book.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.